this episode, we're quick off the line with 5 death-defying dragsters that bring pound-for-pound power. We're smashing speeds.
My car is fast, bad to the bone, and always on edge.
It was always my idea to go as fast as I could.
Riding with the random.
Combined harvester, dragster, crazy.
This is a little bit...
and pulling off terrifying tricks.
It holds the Guinness World Record for the longest wheelie.
But remember, with full throttle rides, blink and you'll miss it.
I'm running over 200 miles an hour in about 3.5 seconds.
And it's the most amazing car I have ever seen.
Take a sport that's life and death,
It's an experimental car.
fueled by the need to go faster,
I've been working on it for 5 years.
and bring it into the future.
I have built an electric dragster. It's awesome because it's quiet.
This is the world's fastest electric dragster. Don Garlits is the father of drag racing. He's won many awards, broken multiple records, and now he wants to take his new dragster to electrifying speeds.
I'm 87 years old, and I've been a racer all my life.
The Swamp Rat 38 has taken over 5 years to perfect and was built the original way in Don's workshop in Florida. Being electric, Don saves over $500 on fuel every time he runs this animal. And the rear wing is an absolute necessity to keep this vehicle on the tarmac.
It was always my idea to go as fast as I could.
And Don did just that, becoming the first to break the 170, 180, 240, 250, and 270 mile an hour records in a regular dragster. Today, he's aiming for 200 miles an hour, but this time electric.
I got onto this electric dragster. What do you think we could do if we took the gloves off?
Garlits has already put down 185.6 miles an hour, but he's determined to break his own record.
I know how the car feels, and I've made some changes to the car now for the final run. Hopefully it'll push it up at least into the 190s. We'd love to go 200. It is possible to do that, you know, but of course that's a long shot. I just try to be calm. I like to sit in the car for a few minutes before and feel comfortable with it because the car becomes an extension of you.
This is it, everybody.
Here we go. Don, time to ride, brother. Not quite 200, but man, 189 miles an hour is mighty impressive.
We set a new record. We're very happy with that.
But for a speed addict like Don, passing that 200 mile an hour mark in his electric creation is still surely the goal.
We'll be coming back.
Long live the goat of dragsters. From electric acceleration to die-hard street racing.
Door slammers are cars with doors on them, and make monster amount of horsepower.
Big engines,
My car is fast,
big noise,
bad to the bone,
big power.
and always on edge. Within an eighth of a mile, I'm running over 200 miles an hour in about 3.5 seconds.
This is the Corvette C7 Door Slammer. Door slammers are street racers on steroids, and in this world of high-octane, fast-speed dragsters, father and son duo the Deckers stand head and shoulders above the rest. They've sucked up awards and have built and raced some of the meanest and fastest cars known to man. This ride is their prize-winning baby. But why would you convert an out-of-the-box Corvette street car into a 3,800 horsepower animal?
So we started racing probably 10, 15 years ago, just going to the racetrack on Friday nights with the street car. And that escalated into what we're doing now. About 5, 6 years ago, we partnered with a man called Gil Mobley, who's been racing small tire racing for the last 10, 15 years. He was always the man to beat. And now he's partnered with us, and we are the ones to beat on race day.
Man, have the Decker family built a beauty. Over 12 months, they fabricated a car from scratch, welding the frame, building the engine, and molding the Corvette body to fit this custom-made street car. Every aspect was designed and machined to make a race-winning door slammer.
Last year, I won the Outlaw 10.5 category, and we were picking up more steam, so they kicked us out of the class. This year, I'm here running Radio vs. the World, which is the premier category at this race.
Man, a ride with this speed is sure gonna stir the competition.
This is my 2014 Mansion Point built Corvette. We have a 526 Brad Anderson motor. We do most work on ourselves, but we also have Brian Roach race engines to do any refreshing on the motor. On top of it, we have screw blown fabrication.
This machine is built to race, and for one purpose, getting their hands on big bucks. Let's do this. Wow, an eighth of a mile at over 200 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds.
On 368 again.
The Door Slammer Dragster, smashing speeds and breaking hearts. From a serious street racer to Rolls-Royce royalty. The Rolls-Royce, beautiful, elegant, sophisticated, designed for comfort, luxury, and country cruising. But this Rolls comes with a drag engine.
This is my ultimate Rolls-Royce Dragster. My Rolls-Royce in 3 words: fast, beautiful, and fun.
This ridiculous Rolls-Royce is a dragster like no other.
Rolls-Royce are normally a little bit boring cars. This is a little bit...
Not sure I'd describe a Rolls-Royce as boring, but I respect the upgrades. The Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow was produced for over a decade from 1965, and this originally blue beauty was reworked into a raging red ride. Petrie and his buddy Rain built this crazy conversion in their spare time, working countless hours to complete this Rolls-Royce royalty. And once it was done, owner Tony splashed the cash on their radical ride.
When I saw this Rolls-Royce, it just took with me in my heart, and it's the most amazing car I have ever seen.
And builder Petrie couldn't agree more.
This is my favorite build. It takes 1.5 years to build this car.
Petrie and Rain started from scratch, fabricating the steel frame chassis, lining the interior with carbon and leather, and calling on a local furniture company to help with the finish.
We don't know what's happened in here.
Clearly pure genius, brother.
And then we're gonna start her up. First, we're gonna remove the steering wheel. More easy when somebody takes the wheel. It's very tight.
Light her up, Tony.
Isn't that just normal? We need more power. You hear it, I think. It's very loud and fun.
The car is very noisy and it's really big engine. It's an Oldsmobile engine. It's a 462 cubic inch with a 1471 blower. And it's like hell. You see, it looks quite much like an ordinary Shadow from '74, but obviously you see the engine and you see the exhaust. And also when you come outside of the car, you will see the drag wheels in the back. And you will see the car is much lower than an original one. And when we come back to the end of the car, you will see you need to have that on the racetrack to cut all the power. And in the back of the car, you see how wide the wheels are. And we have to put in nitro here if we want real much more power. Obviously we don't need, but we can do.
And unlike any other dragsters, these guys have kept some Rolls-Royce luxury for the interior.
In here you have all things you need: leather interior, everything for a nice ride. And also for a fun ride, champagne, crystal glasses. And this is very luxury when you go for a drag street.
It's crazy.
The Rolls-Royce Dragster, proof that high class and high power are an awesome combination. From a raging Rolls to farmyard fury. We're staying in the Norwegian countryside. The perfect place to put one special ride to the test. A test of pure power, speed, and acceleration. And can anything beat a combine harvester dragster?
Look at it. It's looking old, but also crazy.
Brother, that is mad.
This is my combine harvester dragster. Today we shall try this on the track. We will have fun.
Man, I can't wait to see this baby go.
I buy this dragster. I was a little drunk. I meet the builder and I saw this is very fun. After some drinks on the evening, I buy it.
Dude, no one has seen a ride like this. A converted combine harvester that can hit ridiculous speeds. These guys took a FAR 1967 M44 combine harvester, added a 1976 Cadillac Eldorado engine, and created a souped-up workhorse dragster. Although it may look like it belongs in a farmyard, this converted combine is built for the track.
It's crazy drive and it's fast. Here is the cockpit. I love this place. This is from the original combine. It's very fun to drive. Here is used when you go on the track. You push this and you go faster. And the brakes is like a Cadillac. There's also a little brake on the wheel behind, but it's dangerous to use. So I don't use that. I'm not race this on some professional way. I just try it home. So my top speed is 100 kilometers until today. We try it.
This wouldn't be a true test of power if we didn't put it up against all-American muscle. And if you're mad enough to build one, you're definitely mad enough to drive one. Here's Petri, the guy who built the Rolls-Royce Dragster we just saw.
This machine is not street legal in Norway. It's crazy.
It's fast and dangerous. Anything can go wrong.
Dude, I'm praying for both of you.
This will win.
Let's do this. Look at that crazy combine go. And it takes the flag.
This vehicle is very fun to drive. I love it. This was fun. This Dragster combine harvester is the ultimate drive.
Really fun.
Thank you. Thank you for making this harvester for me. That's a good Dragster. Next time I can get the combine, okay?
I'm just glad everyone's alive. From a converted combine to a performing PT Cruiser. This seems very civilized. Am I in the right place? Oh, brother.
This car, it's different. It looks mean. It's done 130 miles an hour, and it holds the Guinness World Record for the longest wheelie in a car.
This is the world's wildest PT Cruiser. And the owner and driver of this record-breaking ride is the legend, Nitro Mike.
This is a specially built wheel stander. It's designed for one thing, to wheelie.
Why did you pick a PT Cruiser?
Had to be different.
Mike has always had a passion for speed. He's been racing for over 30 years and gaining records all over the place. He custom-made his wheeling 2004 PT Cruiser so it stands up and goes ridiculously quick. Traveling drag strips all over the country, putting on his famous display, Nitro Mike is always the star attraction.
You know, when I was younger, I was into boats and snowmobiles and street bikes, and I just got into drag racing. Drag racing, to me, it's our passion.
Brother, the need for speed is the most important thing.
So every weekend, we're trying to put on a show, different events, different tracks, from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast.
And this ride has a special paint job.
When we built a fiberglass front end for it, I'm not a painter, so in order to give it some color and character, we let the fans and the kids sign the front of the car.
But Nitro Mike ain't about looking the best, he is the best, and he's got the records to prove it.
So on August 12th, 2012, in a place called Earlton, Ontario, we set the Guinness World Record for the longest wheelie in a car. It went 2,500 feet. We thought the car for sure could do a fair distance. It was whether the driver could do it or not.
Dude, that is mad.
So I'm looking for a longer airstrip, maybe California or something, where a guy could try and go maybe 5,000 to 6,000 feet. Well, the only thing PT Cruiser on this car is the body. The cage itself is chromoly. It's stretched to 117 inches for handling purposes. It's a 446 cubic inch Chrysler. It's got an 871 blower on it. Makes about 1,200 to 1,400 horsepower.
And brother, tell me the story of Nitro Mike.
It's just a nickname that was given to me from years ago.
Oh, man. Watch the tent, Mike.
Let's do this.
Today, Nitro Mike is planning on giving the locals one hell of a show.
The speed of this car, the best it's ever done was 130 miles an hour. It's got a pretty big wheelie bar on it, so we don't flip it over backwards. The footbox area is wide open so that you can see where you're going when the car is up in the air.
Come on up, grab a seat, and get ready.
That's what I'm talking about, Mike. Absolutely insane. A PT Cruiser with pure pace on its rear wheels the whole way.
It was fast and it was loud. It's awesome.
I know it's the baddest PT Cruiser I ever seen.
They get to watch the car go down the track. They got their signature on the front of it. It's good for the sport.
My gosh, it's the greatest show on earth.
Man, those dragsters are about as much fun as it gets. They're gone in a flash, but they leave a smile that lingers. That's what I'm talking about. We'll see you next time on Ultimate Rides.